All right, so welcome to this breakfast meeting with Silas Mekwe, and without much ado, we are going to go straight to the point. But before then, I would like to know who is on call, who is on call. All right, so I'll just read out your names. So we have Akume Verashe, we have Caleb Ame, we have Treasure Samson, we have Emmanuel Ojo, and we have our guest speaker for today, Samuel Joseph. All right, so while we wait for others to come in on board, it's a breakfast meeting and today is Saturday, so we expect that a few persons are going to be a little late, but because we have scheduled our time and we are not going to go beyond the time we've scheduled, we are going to go straight to the point. All right, so guys, I have our guest speaker, Samuel Joseph, and he's going to, but before I bring him up, I would like to briefly tell you a few things about him, Now, I'm sure you may have known, or you may have, for those of you that actually took time to go through the website, the registration page, not just going to register. For those that took time to go through the registration page and actually read about the information, on our page. Our guest speaker today is no other person than Samuel Joseph. Now, who is Samuel Joseph? Samuel Joseph is a blockchain and a cryptocurrency advocate who started teaching and promoting blogging about blockchain since 2016. That was about the same time I got into the space, right? He has helped build several blockchain communities for different international blockchain projects, such as eosnation.io, everypedia.org, and steamy.com. Now, Samuel has made several contributions to the blockchain media space by talking about Bitcoin perception in Nigeria on Cointelegraph, which is one of the biggest blockchain news media. And he has talked about the growth of blockchain on eBitcoinix, which is a blockchain media based in Ghana. And he has also been featured on Forbes magazine for his contribution to the growth and adoption of EOS blockchain in Africa. In 2019, he became the regional rep of EOS blockchain he became the regional rep of Emanate.live, a blockchain music platform. All right, and he's also a former presenter at Crypto TV Plus, right? So the beauty of this is that he's going to be delivering a very powerful talk on cryptocurrency today. He has a genuine passion for the growth and advancement of blockchain technology around the world. By all what he has been featured in, I believe you can agree to that. Okay, so his passion has led for him to work with several blockchain startups, Elcrise.org, Crypto TV Plus, Bitmama, Cravalens, agricblockchain.io, agricblock.io, EOS Nation, and EOS Nigeria. All right, so without much ado, let's make welcome to our guest speaker for today, Samuel Joseph. Mr. Samuel, the floor is yours.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for accepting. Read my profile. When you were reading, I was like, "Oh, that's a lot." Anyways, good morning, everyone. I'm trying to hold on. How do I expand? Okay. Thanks for inviting me, Mr. Silas. Right, it's a pleasure, and it's an honor to be here. Right, I've been in crypto for a while, and being part of this journey, is actually fulfilling, right? Someone, someone chatted me up and was like, that he wanted to say thank you for, back then, just like you're doing now, right? We used to have lots and lots of classes and seminars just to let people know that, hey, if you miss the internet boom, don't miss the crypto boom, right? And many of such people, right, that took advantage of what we did back then, just as you're doing now. Many of them are doing great stuff, right? And also I want to thank you especially for putting this together, right? Because when it comes to technology, people in this part of the world they've been backwards, whether through building it themselves or understanding the technology. But now, in terms of blockchain and cryptocurrency, right, we are actually taking the major lead, right? When it comes to volume, we have the lead. When it comes to education, we have the lead and we have the community, right? And such things wouldn't happen if we don't have people like Mr. Silas Wakwe, Mekwe, putting up on stuff like this, right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we're going to be grateful to veterans like him for putting up events like this, right? Because by then we're going to have many states, many countries, right, fully accepting and utilizing this technology. And most of us here will be actually sitting in those top positions, right? So this is like preparing the way for the coming of blockchain utilization in countries, So great work, Mr. Silas. Thank you.
So Samuel, we cannot hear you.
Okay, just check your WhatsApp. I dropped you some messages. Okay, all right, thanks. All right, so cryptocurrency has been around for a while. Okay, I've been around for a while. People have made money, people have lost money. Myself also, I've made money and I've lost money. In fact, my journey into cryptocurrency came because I lost money, right? I don't know about Mr. Silas, but I came through MMM, right? So I started MMM, and my all my savings, everything I had was, because I'm this kind of person that I love investing and I love multiplying money. So I started with 5,000 naira. And because I'm a community guy, I know how to build community. I know how to bring people into something, and I know how to talk to people. So I started a free, back then, I started a free class on WhatsApp, brought people in, taught them about MMM, and also made them understand how they can actually make more by using crypto. Because if you use Naira, you get just 20%. But if you use crypto, you get up to, I think it was 50%. Can't remember. Yeah, I think it was 50%. So I taught them, and they came through crypto. And of course, MMM left, and I had up to 80 to 90% of my entire money in MMM. So I was looking at the website. That was around December. Looking at the website, I was like, what? My savings are gone. While I was looking at the website, I was also asking myself, okay, we paid with crypto, and these guys actually paid us back, some initial amount before they went silent. But how were they able to decide to accept crypto? If they decide to take more crypto than Naira, something, if they were willing to pay more crypto, that means there must be something amazing about this crypto that we don't know. Nobody goes to, or no, nobody will come to you to steal something that is not valuable, right? If you have a piece of paper and you have 1,000 Naira note and someone wants to seize money from you, I don't think that person will choose to seize the piece of paper instead of the 1,000 Naira note. But if that person sees that piece of paper instead of the 1,000 Naira note, the question you should ask yourself is, what's valuable about this piece of paper? So those were the sincere questions I asked myself. So that period right there would have been an amazing opportunity for me to say all these online things are scams. But no, I asked myself the right questions. I said, if they stole this thing from me, I want to know what this thing is. So that was how I started learning about crypto. Now, I learned about crypto in pains because I had lost a lot of money then. So I started learning. It was only Bitcoin I knew then. Started learning about Bitcoin, the whole technology. And the more I was reading about it, about crypto, the more I fell in love with it. Right. So I kept reading and reading and reading, watching videos, and then it got to a point where I just realized that, hey, this thing is going to be big in the future. This was just like a month after losing up to 80 to 90% of my portfolio. Right. So I think so far so good. Just in case you end the meeting here, maybe you're rushing for something else. One thing you should learn is that in your journey to making money online, no one says you will not lose at all. Right. I don't know about Mr. Silas, but everyone who started crypto has lost money one way or the other. But those money we lost are just lessons. We've discovered ways that doesn't work. So I went ahead and discovered so many things about cryptocurrency. I'll be talking to us about some of them today. So many amazing things about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency and definitely how you can make money through them. So when that started, I started hosting live seminars. This was immediately after the crash. And back then, not now, I'm sure if you tell some people how difficult it was to talk about cryptocurrency back then, they would not believe. It was really, really difficult. The reason why it was so difficult is because whenever I tell someone back then, you just tell someone, hey, I am into crypto, or do you know about Bitcoin? The first response they'll give to you back then was, oh, okay, that's stuff that they use in Ponzi scheme. I'm serious. It was that bad, to the point that it came out in several newspapers, right? And then I think about a few years later, I don't know if it was a few years later or the next year, that the federal government had to release statements. And the statement they released about cryptocurrency was so negative, it made people feel like, okay, this stuff is actually made for stuff, for scams and all. It gave us serious concern. They were promoting this great and amazing technology, right? But of course, that's the difference between someone that goes into a business with knowledge and someone that goes into a business because he wants to make money. If you start up whatever business it is, but in this case, just because you want to make money alone, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not going to last in the market or in the industry. You're not going to last. You're going to jump away at the slightest out. At the slightest fall, boom, you run away. Or at the slightest crash. Look at a crash that happened several years ago. Bitcoin got to 19,000, almost $20,000, and fell from $20,000 to about $3,500. That is way more than 50 to 70% crash in price. When that happened, I knew a lot of people back then that were into cryptocurrency, but when that stuff happened, they left cryptocurrency 100%. They left 100%. Only few people stayed back. And the people that stayed back were those that had the knowledge about cryptocurrency and blockchain. Now, those that started also, remember, those that have the knowledge, the reason why they're getting the knowledge is because they're like trying to see how they can make money. So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say don't think about making profit also. But if your concern is just about profits and not getting knowledge or before thinking about profit, you're definitely going to lose money, number one, right? And also you will not last long in the market because in your journey to success in whatever technology you're doing, there's going to be turbulence, right? And when that turbulence comes, you fall under, right? So the crypto crash came and people lost money and the market stayed down for a very long time. I think almost a year. I can't remember, but I think the bear market lasted for almost a year. And many people left. And the people that left the markets back then were those who had no strong knowledge about the technology itself. Now, people who stayed and who stayed between that period and now are big shots in one way or the other. Now, I have to use the word one way or the other because there are different people in this world with different destiny and different calling, right? So, but most of them are big shots today, or they must have achieved something great in one way or the other. I'm telling you confidently because I know many of them, right? So, I don't know if most of you are into cryptocurrency already or you're new, but if you're new, you've already started on the right path by getting knowledge, right? And then if you're here already, go for more knowledge because that is what will keep you. Excuse me. That is what will keep you. So I'll give an example. I don't know if I can share my screen. Mr. Salas, I would like to share my screen. I don't know if you can make me post. Okay. So let me share my screen. I'm going to give us the story of two people. One of them we know, most of them will know. The other person will not know, but these two great guys did what I'm about to tell us now. So let me just be sure I'm sharing the right screen. Just a minute, please. Just give me a minute, please. Sorry.
All right, so while we wait for him, if you have a question, please drop it on the chat box. If you have any question, drop it on the chat box. After he's done, he's going to take it before we go ahead. Thank you very much.
So let me pull up. Oh, sorry, you were not recording. Yes, sorry. All right, so let me pull up the chat I gave to him, and to should I say to my greatest surprise? Yeah, to my greatest surprise, in as much as this chat I want to show us is true, people are not paying attention to it, but I am paying attention to it. That is why, if you're a banker on this call, I'm really sorry. That is why I don't keep my money in the bank. So let me hold up the chat. Most of you, you might know about this already, but of course, even about it's fine. But if you don't, in fact, I believe all of us know about what I want to talk about, right? But there's a difference between knowing about something and having a present hour consciousness about that thing that you know about. There's a difference, right? It's just like living in a room, and then maybe you're breathing in oxygen, but someone now tells you one day, do you know this air, this particular place that you live in, you breathe in oxygen, but there's one very rare gas that's actually in this air that you guys breathe that you're not aware of. Or maybe someone gave you a pen, and someone came to your house, and then after writing, he dropped his pen, and then you gave that pen to your child. Your child is always playing with that pen. And then one day you went somewhere with that pen, and then someone was like, oh, wow, you have this pen. This pen is worth $2 billion. There and then you now remember, hey, I actually gave this pen to my son to play around in the house. What changed about the pen? The new knowledge that came in, right? Now, this chart you're seeing right here, for those of you that don't trade, you don't know about charts. Whenever a graph is going downwards like this, it means that asset is dying. It means that asset is losing value. It means that asset is crashing. This is a one-day chart of an asset or a currency called Naira. Now, Naira has been performing well, but in a wrong direction. In 2013, this was when Naira was in 2013. And Naira to dollar was 0.006215, 215. 1 Naira to a dollar. And between then and now, it has been falling. In 2016, it had one of its greatest drop. It has been falling, and this is it. This is where we are today. And the price today is 0.002349. What was the price back then? 0.006, and now it's 0.002. That is well over 300% drop in price. But guess what? People are still saving in the bank. I went so I was supposed to pay them. And then I put my hands in my pocket. I was like, oh my God, I didn't come up with cash. And then one of the workers there was like, sir, there's no day you ever have cash. And that is true, because I don't keep my money in the bank, because it has been falling over the years. And the annoying part is that the way it falls is so silent that people don't notice it. So that means if you had 1 million naira in 2006, in 2013, you had 1 million naira in the bank. That 1 million naira you had in the bank is worth about 300,000 or 250,000 naira today, between 2014 and now. That's the meaning. Okay, Rita Irubo, I saw a question. We'll attend to that question later on. Right, so Yeah, thanks. I was about chatting you up to amuse me. Right. So this has been happening over the years, but why are our people not concerned or aware, right? By default, people don't pay attention. But let's look at Bitcoin and see what is happening in this other, environment. Now, if you had been this website is called DCA BTC. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Where's the chat? Okay, this is the chat. In case you want to look at it yourself. If you had been investing $10 into Bitcoin, or let me put it this way, if you had been saving your money in Bitcoin, $10 let's say every day, within the last 9 years, starting exactly 9 years ago, you would have saved a total of $10,000 every day. Sorry, $32,000. I didn't wait for it to refresh. You would have saved a total of $32,000 between then and now. 32 whooping dollars. But that $32,000 will be worth over $3 million today, because the price of Bitcoin between then and now has grown by 10,000%. Has grown by 10,000%. So this is the number one way, or let me look at the number one way. This is number one on my list on how to make money through cryptocurrency. The second way is through this one I want to talk about works for me. Actually worked for Vitalik Buterin and works for a lot of people, right? But I'll just put it. Now, the second way is looking for a way to serve a platform or a community. And this is actually my number one and biggest secret, right? So I'm going to give us example of two people. He might not be too popular, but that's what he did. So when cryptocurrency started and blockchain started in Africa, Nigeria in particular, what we did was to do what Vitalik did. We reached out to several blockchain communities back then, telling them, hey, we are new in crypto, right? And we want to serve. We don't need your money. If you pay us, fine. But if you don't pay us, we're still okay. So we were 4 people that applied. Myself, a friend of mine called Tuju Kaka, and his girlfriend, her name is Grace, and also someone called Emmanuel Babalola. But on this call, I'm going to talk more about myself and Emmanuel Babalola, because Tuju Kaka is not that popular, even though he's popular. Grace, his girlfriend, is not that popular, even though he's popular. But the 2 most popular people right now would be Emmanuel and myself. Myself because I'm here, and Emmanuel because he's well known. So when I started, I said, please, Mr. Salas, let me know how much time I have so that I'll know where to cut and where not to cut. Right. So you can drop it maybe on WhatsApp. So remember when I started, I said I started crypto on a very boring day, because I was in my room and my roommate was talking to somebody and I overheard what they were saying. They were not talking about crypto, but they were talking about MMM. Now, but that my roommate back then, his name is Emmanuel Babalola. And who is Emmanuel Babalola? Let's check it. I'm going to tell you some of the things he did. Now, a lot of people want to achieve what he has achieved, but they don't know what he has done. So this is Emmanuel Babalola. It was my roommate in school. We from year 1 to final year, right? And he graduated before me. Of course, I had 2 extra years. Nice. So Emmanuel Babalola is the director of Binance in Africa. Now, let me give you a story. I'm not sure he has talked about his story before, but we started cryptocurrency together back in school. We were roommates. We used to study all night. When I say I was reading about it, I was not reading about it alone. I was with him. We're all doing the study together and all. But There were no crypto jobs back then. Guess what we did? We reached out to a company. I was one that actually reached out to the company called US Nation, because, that was US Nation. Let me see if I can find his own. I think they wrote about him back then. Okay, this should be it. Yep. So let me open it. So see. So I'm not just talking in the air. Let me see. So this is him right here, that the fact that our CPUs, anyways. So the point I'm trying to make is that we actually wrote, they didn't write about him, he just commented, but I'm trying to see if I can find where they actually wrote about him. Okay, US Nation Ambassador Emmanuel Babalora. So that's it right there. So we reached out to this company, and then we told them, hey, we know crypto is just starting, blockchain is just starting, and we would like to serve. We just want to serve. And they told us plainly, no payment. We're not going to pay you. But guess what? We served this company called US Nation for 2 good years without salary. Yep, you heard me right. There was no salary whatsoever. Look at him here, Emmanuel Babalola. By then, he was living in Benin after he finished from University of Uyo. There was no salary. This is him right here. So, serving in a community, right, will give you experience and will help build your portfolio. So let's say you want to, you're very good maybe in doing this or in doing that. Maybe you're very good in technical stuff or non-technical stuff, but you don't have that crypto background, or you don't have that close relationship to learn crypto from the experts, right? Because one of the easiest way of learning about crypto, Mr. Talas, you've not told me how many minutes I have, because I can talk the whole day. One of the best ways of getting that, first-hand knowledge is by getting close and closer and closer to people that are already doing it. And one of the ways is by serving. Vitalik Buterin, who is a billionaire today, did the same thing. Most of the top crypto influencers you know today, they did it. They might not tell you. Some of them do it directly and some of them do it indirectly. Right? I know, and some of them have the special, I don't want to use the word luck, the special blessing not to even do that. But what I like it or not, one way or the other, they serve. For example, what Mr. Salas is doing right now is service to the community. So we served, and myself, of course, whenever I get into something, I put in my very best. So I became, actually, I became their best ambassador. That's why they wrote about me, Ambassador Spotlight, somewhere, Joseph. And this were the same company that actually got me featured in Forbes, right? And then blah, 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 blah. You see, so that's the second way to make money on cryptocurrency, because if you get close, for example, now Ethereum 2.0 is coming out and you're a developer, you can actually reach out to some of these upcoming Ethereum 2.0 validators. There are ways you can get them. Get a validator. Now, to become an Ethereum 2.0 validator, you need 32 Ethereum. Look for a company or someone. Oh, more 15 minutes more. Jesus Christ. Okay, look for a company or someone that has already, started staking in Ethereum 2.0. Serve them. Forget about money, because you're going to create a relationship. And if you maintain that relationship, you're definitely going to get a job. And then once you get a job, you've secured a position for yourself in the future, right? So one other way to make money with cryptocurrency is by trading. Now, trading sounds easy, and a lot of people come into trading. I think it was last year when the Bitcoin hit $64,000. So it was last year. A lot of people came into cryptocurrency. The market was going up, and people were making money. People that just started. They thought, it's very easy. Just put the trade. Use 20x, 50x, 120 128x, and then boom, you're making money. Everybody was making money. And then, of course, I'll always tell people on social media, I said, see, you will not know who is a good trader when the market is going up. Come back. No trader in the whole world can tell you the exact top and the exact bottom. No trader. But through experience, a trader or a good trader can speculate, that's the right word, can speculate where the price will go to and where the price would drop down to, right? So if trading is one of the ways you can make money through cryptocurrency, right? Myself, of course, I've been trading over the years. I'm not sure I'm permitted to show my trading results here, but for those of you that know me, you can check my trading results. It's usually on I always post my trading results every 3 months or every 4 months, yeah, for the public to see. But you can make money through trading, either through spot trading or futures trading. So if you want to learn about trading, how to make money through trading, you just talk to Mr. Silas Uwakwe. We can actually organize a special class for that to teach you from scratch. I've been making money through trading. In fact, making money through trading is actually currently my biggest source of income. Yes, you heard me right. And I've been doing so over for 5 years, right? Yeah, exactly. 4 years plus, it's almost 5 years, 4 years plus. So the two main ways, there are several ways. There's margin, there are other ways, but I usually talk about two: spot and futures. You can make money through spot and futures every single day or every single month or every single week or every single month, depending on how free you are. So trading is one way you can make money through cryptocurrency. Right. And people have asked me several times, hey, Sam, do you trade with bots? I don't trade with robots. I trade myself for now, and I have my reasons, but I can't talk about that right now in this call. So one other way to make money through cryptocurrency is through staking. Now, I call staking mining 2.0 because when cryptocurrency came out, every cryptocurrency wanted to be like Bitcoin. And that is one of the biggest problem Ethereum had. When Ethereum came out, Ethereum actually wanted to be like Bitcoin in terms of technology wise, right? So they came out and they started using proof of work, right? So of course, proof of work, you have to start mining with heavy mining machines. So over the years, Ethereum the Ethereum community realized their mistake, and they said, hey, we have to move away from proof of work to proof of stake. So staking is a new way of mining, right? So I might not have the time to show us different ways or different cryptocurrencies we can stake, but there are tons of cryptocurrencies out there that you can stake and make money for yourself. So, but let me explain what staking is, for just in case you're here and you don't know what staking is. So, you know how in Nigeria, for example, the only way new money can be created is if the central bank says, hey, we want to print an X amount of Nigerian currency or an X amount of 1,000 Naira notes. So that's currently the only way money is created. But with cryptocurrency, you can decide to participate in what CBN is doing. So you have to have your own stake. So let's say you have 32 Ethereum, for example, as I used before. Having 32 Ethereum gives you the opportunity to create more Ethereum for yourself. So it's called staking, right? Some people call it money, whatever name you want to call it, but in cryptocurrency, you can actually create your own money. You can actually become your own CBN to create your own money yourself, right? So one other way you can make money through cryptocurrency, this other way is just started about a few years ago. You know how in our centralized world, we have companies that have shares, right? So there are different crypto solutions out there that are forming companies, right? So you can actually buy shares in these different cryptocurrencies, companies and blockchain companies, buy their shares, and you're going to make a lot of money. And that is one way. See this guy, his name is Nas Coinbase. Profit. Okay, let's check that. So who is Nas? Nas is a rapper. Let me first of all open who Nas is. Nas. Okay, yeah, this is him right here. So this method I'm talking about was what this guy, he was already rich because he's a rapper. So Nasir bin Olu Dara Jones, better known by his stage name Nas, is an American rapper, songwriter, and entrepreneur. Excuse me. He was already, very rich through music, and of course, he discovered cryptocurrency early, and then he actually invested into a cryptocurrency company called Coinbase, right? And he made the point is, let me see, NASA and his VC firm stand to earn between $34.76 million and $173 million ROI. Come on. He was a rapper, and see, that is how the rich keep getting richer. Now remember, he made these returns after several years of investing into Coinbase. So that means, when was investment made? The investment into Coinbase was made even before Coinbase became a thing. Before any of us knew about Coinbase, that was when he invested. So one of the ways of making it big, apart from buying these different cryptocurrencies and keep it for long term, and also saving so that you can have a stake in that community or in that blockchain, one of the ways is to buy shares of companies that are building solutions with blockchain and cryptocurrency. Let me explain in another way. Blockchain and cryptocurrency is like the internet. And internet was just there until Facebook as a company decided to build a tool with the internet, which is the Facebook we have. Internet was just there until TikTok decided to build a solution. Internet was just there until Instagram and Twitter decided to build a solution. So blockchain and cryptocurrency is just there until a company XYZ decides to build a solution. Myself, I've been buying different shares from different startups in cryptocurrency around within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Why am I buying from different? Because in 1 in 10 investments that I can do might work out. The remaining 9 might fail because not all startups live to see the next day or the next year. So I don't put all my eggs in one basket. Right? I take my X amount of money, put it into different companies, buying their shares. So you can actually buy shares of different cryptocurrency company. Now, one other big name in the entire global space that is doing this right now is a company called, is a group of people or family called Rothschild. If you don't follow news events, influencer events in Nigeria, sorry, around the world, you will not know who Rothschild is. But I can boldly tell you that Christians, whenever I say this, I laugh. Christians around the world don't like Rothschild. Christians don't like Rothschild. This may not be the time to talk about who the Rothschilds are or is, but let me just read their background a little bit. The Rothschild family is a wealthy, they're already rich. This is how the rich keep getting richer. The Rothschild family is a wealthy, I can't pronounce that, Jewish family originally from Frankfurt that rose to prominence with Mayor Amschad Rothschild, a court, blah, 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 blah. But let me try to, I'm trying to bring out the net worth. Yeah, I want to get their net worth. Net worth 2022. Let's see. Let's just quickly see. Okay, let's just work with this. Let's just work with this. The current Rothschild net worth in 2022 is estimated to be approximately $400 billion. So let's leave it at that. But let's see what the Rothschild are doing in 2022 and 2021. The Rothschild Investment Corp more than tripled Bitcoin. What does that mean? They bought more Bitcoin, and they actually invested. There's a crypto company. There's a cryptocurrency company they invested into. So I'm trying to rush because I don't want to. They bought their shares, but maybe another day we can talk about that. So this is one way. Now these guys, they were already rich. Go and say after this seminar, Go and read about, go to YouTube, do your research about the Rothschild. Then ask yourself, why are they buying Bitcoin? This is how they keep getting richer. But we don't know. We just look at, hey, the price has dropped. I'm going to sell. See, whenever I see people selling their Bitcoin because of the stupid news that came out, okay, Russia invaded Ukraine, people are selling their Bitcoin. You don't know what the future holds. These guys are running the markets. They know what to do for the market to crash. When you sell your Bitcoin, these are the same people buying it. That's a topic for another day. Whenever I get to topics like this, I get really angry, right? Oh, holy anger, of course, not not anger that will make me break my laptop. Anyways, so that's one way. So you buy shares of crypto startups or companies that are building solutions with crypto, because this is what the rich guys are doing behind our back. They will not tell you. The same banks and governments that are telling you to stay away from crypto, these guys, they buy cryptocurrency in big time. Anyways, let's move on. So one of the ways you can make money with cryptocurrency and blockchain, of course, very obvious, is by coding, right? So the labor markets in development in development in blockchain and cryptocurrency industry is increasing actually, but back then it was extremely low. And as far as I'm concerned, it's still extremely low, right? Because no university in Africa is teaching about blockchain. And because no university in Africa, I don't know about now, but back then there was none. But in Nigeria, there's none, to the best of my knowledge, except some have it right now. So because of that, that area in blockchain is really, really scarce. And that area right now is one way to make money through cryptocurrency, because since it's very scarce, it's going to be very expensive to get developers. So there are courses out there. I even have some group of people that we are teaching right now about how you can learn how to create cryptocurrency. I can do that also. You can learn how to write smart contracts. You can learn how to build a blockchain. You can learn how to build an NFT. We have courses on that. So if you're interested, chat up Mr. Salas, Mr. Salas, and then we're going to fix ways in which you can be part of that, right? So I'm going to end with this. One other way you can make money through crypto currency is by arbitrage, right? Because there are several other ways, right? So some people call it OTC, but different names for different stuff. But OTC to an extent is different from arbitrage, but to me, as far as I'm concerned, they are the same thing, right? So it's just a way of exchanging your local currency, fiat currency, for crypto at a premium price, helping people to change, right? So when I was in Dubai, I met some people that used to want to sell goods and services. So most times they change it to crypto in my hand, so you can actually get involved. Now each of the ways that I've talked about, right? You can actually learn more about each of them. So if you want to go into OTC, right, you can actually have a special class for that, so they can know that you can actually make around around 10 to 200,000 naira every day. I'm using naira because we're in Nigeria. 10 to 200,000 naira every day using by doing OTC. And the amazing part about OTC is that you don't necessarily need any startup capital. That is the crazy part. I know so many people that have talked about OTC, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, that are doing extremely well. And when I told them you don't need any capital to start up with OTC, they were like, "What? And you're still going to be making how much every day?" I told them, they were like, "Oh, come on, man, you're kidding me." Today, they started, right? And today those guys are doing well, right? There's a particular lady I know, she makes at least 20,000 naira every day. Now, 20,000 naira might not sound like a lot of money, but to a Nigerian, it is. If you multiply 20,000 naira every day times 31 days, that's 620,000 naira. That is bigger than what recently I was opportunity to know the amount, the salary range of lecturers and professors. I was like, whoa, this is extremely small, right? So that amount she makes is bigger than what some people in university, some lecturers make, and some even bankers make. So she makes that, and she's a nursing mother every month, up to like 500 to 200 to 600,000 naira every day without any startup capital, right? So also trading, like I told us earlier, trading is my biggest source of revenue right now. So you want to learn in depth about that. So you meet Mr. Silas, who can arrange a special in-depth class in that area. And also you want to get shares from different startups, different cryptocurrency companies that are offering crypto and blockchain, or crypto or blockchain solutions. There are several of them that we have on our radar. So you meet up Mr. Salas, and then we'll arrange them for you. Then if you're looking for cryptocurrencies to buy for long term, of course, there are last time I checked, there are well over 13,000 different cryptocurrencies, but let me see how many we have right now. Let me see, opening coin market cap. There are well over 17,829 different cryptocurrencies. You obviously cannot buy all of them, but if you want to know the ones that you will buy, how to know which cryptocurrency to buy, we have a course on that. Meet Mr. Salas, he will make it available. Or you want to know which ones to buy to keep for long term. Recently, I gave some set of people, they were actually looking for cheap coins that they can buy. That's, that if those coins get to $1, they'll become billionaires or millionaires in dollars. So we have a list of that. Even if you need those information, you meet Mr. Silas. And also you're looking for different cryptocurrency communities that you can serve. Right. We have that also. All right. So right now we'll be looking up for questions. If you have questions, please to make sure you ask, because I've used 1 hour 40 minutes already.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel Joseph. You always deliver. I don't know whether the training was even more for me, I mean, more for the people that came. All right, so if you know you gained any form of value from this meeting, please let me see you type in the chat box, maximum impact, maximum impact. If you gained any value, and also if you have any questions, feel free to drop the questions. Okay, so from what we have already, from the questions we have, okay, somebody said, how do I become, Mike Brains said, how do I become a billionaire in cryptocurrency? Right, I believe that was the first thing Mr. Samuel talked about, the 4 processes. First, ask yourself a question, which is this question, how do I become a billionaire? The second, research, go for knowledge. Then after that, join the community, then serve in the community, then you can now start talking about money. And that is when the money will come. And he gave an example of himself. You can do well to Google his name, Samuel Joseph. He's doing extremely well. Then he also gave an example of Emmanuel Babalola, and someone I know very well as well. So I think that answered your question. Okay, so basic system, Rita Irubo said the basic system to crypto trading, tools, apps needed to start first investment and trade on my own. Okay, without having someone to always run to. Right, okay, this is the basic, what you're simply talking about is how to trade, the tools you need, the apps you need, and all what you need. Okay, so all of those, you can chat us up privately, because majorly this meeting is talking about all the ways you can make money from crypto. So trading is one of them, which is what you've talked about. And Mr. Babalola, I see Mr. Babalola, Mr. Samuel Joseph talked to us about investing long term. He talked about serving a community. He talked about trading, which is the part we're talking about. He talked about staking. He talked about investing in crypto companies, buying their shares. And he also talked about coding and developing. And he talked about OTC, over-the-counter trading. All right, so Akume Verashe said maximum impact. Henry Ogunli, maximum impact. Caleb Ame, maximum impact. Emonena Itipri, maximum impact. Mawanda Faisal from Uganda said maximum impact. Mike Brain said maximum impact. And okay, question from Emonena said, what do you think about investing in Zenith? Mr. Samuel, I think that question is for you. What do you think about investing in Zenith?
All right, so I know some of the team members behind Zenith. I know Zenith before I started, before they even got to Burj Khalifa, because they did a very good advert in Burj Khalifa. I have a very neutral feeling.
You're mute, sir. Mr. Samuel, we cannot hear you. Hello. Okay, I think the network has taken Mr. Samuel out. And but from what he said he's neutral about Zenith. So it means he's not speaking for and he's not speaking against it. All right, so that is that. Then what are the cryptocurrencies we can invest in for long term and all of that? Okay, so these are the reasons why you join a community. These are the reasons why you join a community. First of all, remember, you must do your research. You must do your research. Okay, so more help on OTC and all of that. Okay, so we are going to break that down in a much later time. Now, the major thing that we need to take home here is all the methods that can make you money. Then feel free to use your research tools. Research is one of the main things that we must do. Research. Always do your research. All right, so having said that, while we wait for Mr. Samuel to join us, let's quickly go on and proceed. Okay, so I would be taking it up from here, and I'm going to be sharing my slide. It's I'm very, very happy that a few of the things I'm going to be talking about has already been touched by Mr. Samuel. So it's going to make my work a whole lot easy. All right, so let's go straight to what we have for today. Okay, so 10 ways to profit from this cryptocurrency craze. Let's go straight to the point. Now, what I'm going to be talking about are just 3 points majorly. What is cryptocurrency? What are the benefits of cryptocurrency? And 10 ways to profit from cryptocurrency. All right, so what is cryptocurrency? Basically, an asset that has been digitally designed to function as a medium of exchange and a store of value. Please make sure you understand the 2 points here. It can be used as a medium of exchange and also a store of value, right? Like the word goes, cryptocurrency. The first word is crypto, the second word is currency. Crypto is gotten from the word cryptography, which means high-level security, right? So cryptocurrency uses cryptography, which is high-level security, and the word currency now is payments, transactions, right? So cryptocurrency uses cryptography to protect and enhance financial transactions or any kind of transaction as it were, as well as manage the inclusion of additional units of that particular currency, right? So it's security, is the cryptographic security that takes care of creating new cryptocurrencies, as against the banks printing and minting new currencies. So basically, this is just an underground. Now, what are the benefits of cryptocurrency? Of the many benefits of cryptocurrency, I'm going to be touching 5 here. One is the universality, right? Cryptocurrency is universal and it's not influenced by physical location. When Mr. Samuel talked earlier, you had him talk about while he was in Dubai and the kind of crypto transactions he did. And also for my friend here, Mawanda from Uganda, when he was paying for his class, he paid with cryptocurrency. So you can imagine there was no need for him to come all the way to Nigeria to make the payments. Now, the second thing is instant transactions. Once you initiate a transaction, it's carried out instantly. And why a lot of people may not understand this, because we are in the jet age, a few of us that have been in the financial space for a long time understand the advantage of this instant transaction. Now, when I started trading Forex 2008, to fund your Forex account was a big deal, was a big deal. You pay money to the bank, it takes 3 days for the money to reflect on your Forex trading account. So it was that bad. Now, cryptocurrency gives us instant transaction. The time it takes me to send money to someone in my office is the same time it takes me to send money to someone in Australia, right? The third is safety, guaranteed safety. The uniqueness of your private key required to authenticate transaction makes it impossible to steal or divert funds. Now, a lot of people may say, but how come people still lose their funds? If you give a third party access to your private key, then that means you are the one that is at fault. But the platform, the blockchain, the cryptocurrency space cannot be hacked in such a way that funds will be diverted without your private keys. All right, the third is unrestricted access. There is no restriction for anyone using crypto, irrespective of age, religion, bias, tribe, location, gender. No permission is needed whatsoever. And this is where the banks are having a problem. And this is also an advantage for cryptocurrency. Now, the next is anonymity. Cryptocurrency accounts are not linked to real life identity. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Your address is, so if someone asks you for your bank account, from your bank account, he can get your BVN, get your address, get a lot of things that are about you. But with cryptocurrency, it's not linked to your real life identity. Now, that doesn't mean that it is completely anonymous. You know, your transactions can be monitored, it can be analyzed, but the good thing is that it does not reflect the user's actual address. All right, so on to the next 10 ways to profit from crypto. I just needed to lay that background so we can have a full understanding of what we are talking about. Number 1, cryptocurrency trading. Cryptocurrency trading. All right, so Mr. Samuel Joseph talked earlier about trading cryptocurrency, and he talked about sports, he talked about futures. So basically, what is cryptocurrency trading? Is the act of speculating on cryptocurrency price movements, either via a CFD trading account or buying and selling the underlying coins via an exchange. Now, when we talk about via a CFD account, some people trade Forex, but on the Forex platform, they are trading Bitcoin against US dollar. They are trading Ethereum against US dollar. Now that is a CFD trading account. You are actually still trading cryptocurrency, but not in the form of trading that we know. And the second method is buying and selling coins via an exchange. Now, what is an exchange? An exchange is a marketplace where traders can buy and sell their cryptocurrencies. When you buy cryptocurrencies via an exchange, you purchase the coins themselves. That means you actually buy the coin. When the coin goes up, you sell. That is exactly what trading is. And with that, a lot of people make so much money. And you heard from Mr. Samuel Joseph say for the past 4 years, he has been trading basically as his main source of income. So that is one way to do it. Now, how do you get started? Obviously, I would always advise, get knowledge, do your own research, and aside doing your own research, make sure you join a community. Then keep researching. Always make sure you're researching, and also the community is also going to help you do that. Then you register on an exchange, and with that, fund your account, and you're good to go. Number 2, airdrops. Airdrops is one way of another way of making so much money from cryptocurrency. While a lot of people may say, okay, so what's airdrop? Airdrop is simply the process of distributing coins or tokens to a large amount of cryptocurrency wallet address holders at no cost. That means you are receiving cryptocurrencies for free. No cost whatsoever is required. And why is an airdrop carried out? Why would any cryptocurrency company give you their coin for free? It's a marketing tactics, right? And they use the free distribution as a way of promoting their cryptocurrencies and also increasing brand awareness, making a lot of people know about them. And while a lot of airdrops have given a lot of people money, I'm going to be talking about three today. One is Uniswap, the next is 1inch, and the third is VPAD. Now, Uniswap, as of 2020, distributed 400 unit tokens to people that have interacted with their platform for free. And at that time, one Uniswap token was valued at $4. So if you do $4 times 400 tokens, that is $1,600. That's well over 800,000 naira that people received for free. I myself, I received about, I had 4 wallets that were qualified to receive that. So imagine receiving 1,600 tokens multiplied by $400. That was way over 2-point-something million for free, right? So cryptocurrency airdrops actually pays. 1inch did the same thing, and there was a user that received close to 32. Is it 32 now? He received close to 32 million worth, $32 million worth of 1inch token, right? For performing various activities on their 1inch platform. And also the most recent, the VPAD. VPAD is a platform that just launched. And VPAD gave a lot of people, some people earned as high as 11,000 VPAD, some people earned as high as 10,000 VPAD. And as at when we launched, VPAD was at about $2. So imagine receiving 11,000 VPAD at $2. That's well over $22,000 for free. Now, I could go on to list more. Now, how do you get these airdrops? Simply visit airdrops.io. Airdrops.io. You'll be able to find out more information about airdrops, and you'll be able to take advantage of them. However, you must be careful when interacting with airdrops, so you're not giving access to be active of the airdrops you participate in, right? Basically. Now, number 3, private sales, right? So what is a private sale? Like it says, the sales that are made privately. Now, private sale is basically an early stage investment round for strategic investors with a considerable amount of investable funds. It's a method of fundraising for new projects where they sell their cryptocurrencies to investors. These type of sales are usually unannounced and not revealed to general public, right? So what are the potentials of private sale? I've given 3 examples here. One is Wakanda Inu, right? Wakanda Inu did a private sale last year. Will I call it a private sale or a public sale? Okay, basically I'm talking about an initial offering, a sale where the market, the coin has not started trading publicly. It's just trading privately. And when I mean publicly, I mean it is not trading on an exchange, both a centralized or a decentralized exchange. You're just buying it directly from the developers or from a platform that is used to sell initially. So that's what private sale basically is about. Wakanda Inu, a lot of people made as high as 2,000% profits, right? As high as 2,000% profit. That means whatever you invested, multiply by 20. That is the potential. Solano is another one that did extremely well. Solano sold at less than $1 and went on to go as high as $300. So if you bought $100 worth of it, that's your investment could be valued at over $30,000 at the all-time high. All right. Then the next one is Constitution DAO, which is the people's token, right? These guys did their private sale, and after the launch, it went as high as 3,000%, 3,000% profit. And all this happened in less than, for Wakanda and people Constitution DAO, this happened in less than 2 weeks. Massive profit in less than 2 weeks. So all these are also part of the places, part of the ways you can make money. Now, how do you get private sales? Research. The truth is you cannot do without research. You just can't do without it. Some of us pay premium fees to gain access to private sales coming up, while some people get it by research. So the third way you can do that is private sale. Now, this is not really a long-term something. You get into a project early before it even goes public. Immediately it goes public, you're already up 300, 400, 500%, even 1,000%, right? So the next is investing in crypto. Investing in crypto. And as God will have it, Mr. Samuel talked about this. Now, investing is the act of allocating resources with the expectation of generating an income. Now, this investing, when we talk about crypto investing, I'm simply talking about having the long-term perspective in mind. Just the same way you invest in gold, real estate, shares, bonds, and the whole. Now, crypto investing is basically getting into solid projects and holding them for the long term. Now, what are the things you need to look out for before you invest, before you go long term? Make sure when you are investing in any crypto, you're not just investing in the coin per se, you're investing in the project. What is this cryptocurrency project about? It's not about the coin. Take note, it's about the project. So on those kind of things, you're looking at, okay, so this cryptocurrency, what is the use case? You're looking at the utility of the cryptocurrency, right? Apart from getting into existing, and another way is getting into existing established cryptocurrencies. You can never go wrong investing in Bitcoin. You can't go wrong investing in Ethereum. You can't go wrong. Also, BNB, Binance Coin, is also another good one. These are already established crypto projects that you can DCA. If you remember when Samuel talked about DCA.BTC, you can DCA into it. Now, what's DCA? DCA simply means dollar cost averaging, meaning you're buying a particular currency in tranches. It could be daily, it could be weekly, it could be monthly. So you can say, okay, this established project, maybe Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the rest of them, I want to be buying 5,000 Naira every week of Ethereum. I want to be buying 2,000 Naira every week of BNB. I want to be buying 10,000 Naira every month of Bitcoin. So depending on the amount of income you have, you can decide to go in. So on crypto investing, I'm talking about two major things: going in on existing established crypto projects using the DCA, and for new projects, look for solid projects that when you look at their use case, you know that there is heavy potential on this. Not just the coin, not just the people backing the coin, although that is very good, but look at the use case. Look at the idea. If this project goes mainstream, is there a possibility for this project to go mainstream? Is there a need for this project? If you look at all of those, it gives you a better idea. Then you can go all in, hold the coin 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Remember this man, Mr. Samuel talked about NAS, and he also talked about the Rothschild. Okay, so that's about crypto investing. Number 5, staking. Staking, right? So basically, staking is a mining process. It's a mining process, and it's actually gotten from the word, it's a mining model rather, is for proof of stake. Proof of stake. Now, staking is the process of locking your cryptocurrency for a particular period of time. Why? In order to get staking rewards. So when you lock your cryptocurrency for a particular period of time, in order to get staking rewards, that is staking. That is staking, right? Okay. So, just a minute. Okay, so staking rewards are a kind of income paid to crypto owners who help regulate and validate a cryptocurrency's transaction, right? Like I said, it's a mining model. So what do you do basically? You look for cryptocurrencies that have the staking platform, the staking model. Now, but the thing you need to understand is staking requires a lot of funds, a lot of crypto. So how do you get involved? So many platforms offer users share dividends if you stake with them. So they use what is called a staking pool. So a lot of users put their funds together, and that platform stakes and distributes the reward, right? They distributes the reward. Now, there are so many staking platforms, but the examples I have here are Ethereum, that's Ethereum 2.0. We have Solano, and we also have Cardano. There are still so many more. You can do your research. There is Komodo, and there is Neo, and the rest of them. There are still quite a whole number of other staking platforms, right? But with staking, you cannot go wrong. And you can always do your research on cryptocurrencies to stake. And if you Google staking reward, you're going to see platforms that offer you this, right? So liquidity provision. Now, a liquidity provider is a user who funds a liquidity pool with crypto assets she owns to facilitate trading on the platform and earn passive income on her deposit. Now, what does this mean? It means that liquidity simply means money. So if you're trading on a decentralized platform, a decentralized platform is one that is fully automated. It's called automated market making, fully automated. Now, when a user wants to buy and sell, he just interacts with the platform. He doesn't necessarily need to interact with a company. He doesn't have to interact with another user. But he cannot interact with any platform to exchange any currency if that currency does not have liquidity. So when people provide funds, so these transactions can happen automatically, the people that provide funds are given a reward. So liquidity providers earn rewards from the trading fee and crypto rewards from the exchanges in which they put their tokens to. So what does that mean? It means, for instance, if we assume that okay, let me use a basic example, OTC, over-the-counter trading. People come to buy Bitcoin, we come to sell cryptocurrencies from us. Now, but if someone comes with $100,000 and we don't have the Naira to pay, it means we will most likely lose that transaction. Now, but if I have the Naira, let's say I meet someone and say, okay, I have a trade I need to do. I need $100,000 worth of Naira. Give me, and I make a profit of maybe 2 or 3 Naira on a dollar. I can decide to give my liquidity provider, whoever gave me that cash, I can decide to give him 50 cents on each dollar. That means he has just made about $50,000 or 50,000 Naira, right? 50 kobo on each dollar. He has just made about 50,000. That is an example. So liquidity provision, a user uses funds to provide liquidity for a trading platform and earns passive income through trading fees and crypto rewards. Now, the two major liquidity platforms are Uniswap and PancakeSwap. There are still so many other. So all you just need to do is go to these platforms, log in there, sign in with your wallet, and after you've done that, go to their liquidity pool. You are going to see the amount, the percentages you stand to earn in a year, how much you're going to earn in a year, how much you're going to earn in a month, how much you're going to earn in a week. You're going to see that you are not trading. All you just need to do is, okay, I have 100 million Naira I'm not using for anything. You can use it to provide liquidity on a platform and you're getting dividends even without doing anything, right? So that is the number 6. Number 7, NFTs, right? Now, a lot of us know what NFTs are, or we have heard of it probably. Now, but what is an NFT? An NFT is a digital asset that represents real-world objects like art, music, in-game items and videos, etc. Right? An NFT is created or minted from digital objects that represent both tangible and intangible items. Okay, let me give you an example. The picture you are seeing here is one of the most expensive NFTs ever sold. Now, the person that sold this NFT, what is this NFT? This guy took a picture of his activities every day for 5,000 days. Every day for 5,000 days. Then he made a collage with it and sold this for well over $30 million. Either 30 million or $69 million, thereabouts, this collage. Right? Okay, so you can understand what it means. Now, there are a few reasons why a lot of people buy NFTs. One of them could be to support your artist, because remember, an NFT could also be an art. It could also be video or sports highlight, or a rare collectible, or virtual avatar, or a video game skin, right? Or sneakers, or even music, right? So a lot of people may buy an NFT just to show support. For instance, if there is an NFT of Lionel Messi, the people that are going to most likely buy it are people that are fans of Lionel Messi, and they're not buying it because of anything. They're just buying it just to support their idol, right? Basically, that's just it. Now, there are three categories of people that interact with the NFTs. One is the artist, two is the collector, and three are the people that, the fans of it, people that just like it. Now, as a fan, you're buying it basically to show support, or you're buying it for bragging rights. That, yes, I have this NFT, I have this NFT, I have this NFT. But if you must make money with NFTs, you must be either of these two, an artist or a collector. An artist or a collector. We have seen situations and a lot of times where people just design anything, put it on the NFT marketplace, and voila, they sell it for as high as $10,000, $20,000. A lot of people have made so much money. If you can see the background of this image, you see an ape wearing a cap. This is called a bored ape. Just Google bored ape NFTs, and you see how much they have sold for. So if you have basic art skills, you can come in and make so much money as an artist. All you just need to do is either you are designing a picture, or you are designing a graphic, or even WhatsApp stickers, things like that, or videos, short videos, or sports highlights, right? Whichever, or game skins. A lot of people design game skins and sell them on NFTs. So if you want to make money from NFTs, you can come in as an artist. Either you're selling your music, you're selling a video, you're selling a game skin, you're selling a highlight, you're selling an art. Just design this, and there are so many platforms you can go and sell your NFTs. And some of the platforms include OpenSea, OpenSea, OpenSea. You can start immediately after this video. Design anything you want to design, go to OpenSea.com, and before you know, you have created an NFT and put a price on it. And the beauty of it is that you don't really get to pay. Yes, apart from the transaction fee of uploading your listing, you're not paying. When a user comes to buy your NFT, the transaction, the fee that you're going to pay will be collected from the amount that your NFT was sold. So as an artist, you can make money from NFTs. Then the second is as a collector. Now, what is a collector? Basically, you look at NFTs and you see the ones that you study them and say, okay, I think this may have a prospect, maybe based on whoever is designing it, based on the company behind it. Like Budweiser created an NFT. You don't need anybody to tell you that it's going to be a big deal. Adidas did their NFT. You know it's going to be a big deal. Now, as a collector, all you just need to do, when they are coming out at the first time, You go in, you buy the NFT and wait for it to go up. The value would go up. Why? Because of the company behind it and the use case behind it. So as a collector, if you look for solid NFTs, not just people printing funny pictures and designing funny pictures, look for solid NFTs that have real use cases. And once you do that, look for NFTs with real use cases, you discover that you can sell them for 3, 4, 5, 10 times the price, right? Now, the next is number 8, work for crypto projects. I would have said so much about this guy, but I'm very thankful to Samuel Joseph. He dwelt on this very well. Work for crypto projects. In 2014, Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, received his first Bitcoins as payment for articles written for a site called Bitcoin Weekly. Remember, he was earning 5 Bitcoins per article. And 5 Bitcoin per article as at then was about $3.75. That means a Bitcoin was less than $1 then. And imagine earning 5 for every article. There are so many cryptocurrency projects that are coming up. And if you are lucky or fortunate enough to know the founders, do well, interact with them. What can I do? How can I, I have this skill. Don't necessarily look at the payment. Remember, Vitalik actually started doing this thing before payment. It started in 2011. In 2014, he received his first payment. That's almost 2 to 3 years afterwards. And he went on in 2015 to create Ethereum, right? So imagine the amount of Bitcoin he would have stacked. The value of 5 Bitcoins as we speak, this is just 8 years after, presently as of today, is about $160,000. That is what he got for free, right? So feel free to work for crypto projects, startups, and also existing projects. And also, if you go to cryptocurrencyjobs.co, you are going to find a whole lot of cryptocurrency projects or cryptocurrency jobs that you can do from your own, from community management to content development to article writing. There are a whole lot of things you could do with that, right? Okay, so I believe my screen is okay. So number 9, dividend holding. Dividend holding. Now, what's dividend holding? Dividend is simply a distribution of a portion of a company's earnings paid to a class of its shareholders. Now, in the same vein, a similar concept of profit sharing is done by cryptocurrency companies, and it's called crypto dividend. Now, in crypto dividends, you are not doing anything. All you just need, you're not staking, you're not doing it, just buy a cryptocurrency and hold it. That's all. You're going to be receiving earnings just for holding. It's not every cryptocurrency that does this, obviously. These are a few of them. Ascend X is one of them. Ascend X is one of them. Lithium, EBSC. EBSC is one of them. Whether users buy it or users sell it. When users buy it or sell it, a certain portion of their token is deducted and distributed amongst holders. On EBSC, I think I've held it for about 3 months. I've held it for about 3 months, and I've gotten at least about going to 10% of the total token I hold. I'm not trading. I'm not doing anything, just holding it. Right? So imagine if you do this on 100 million, 10 million, 20 million, 10,000 naira, $10,000, whatever the amount you have, just buying and holding, you are earning more. And listen, we are not talking about what the value of the token is going to be. We are not talking about what the value of the token is going to be. We are talking about Just a minute. All right, so we are not talking about what the value of the token is going to be. You are earning the token itself. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say EBSC. If I hold 10,000 EBSC, for holding it, I receive more EBSC. That means, let's say at the end of 1 year, I've received another maybe 500 EBSC. And the value of EBSC on its own is rising. So you're making money both from holding the token and also from the value of the token rising. So these are tokens that you can look at: Ascent X, EBSC, NEO, and the rest of them. Okay, so finally, arbitrage. Arbitrage. Right, okay, so the person you're seeing here is Sam Fried. Sam Fried. Now, who is Sam Fried? Sam Fried is the CEO of FTX Exchange. Now, what is crypto arbitrage? Let me first talk about it. Arbitrage trading is a type of trading where investors capitalize on slight price discrepancies of a digital asset across multiple markets or exchanges. Let me explain what this means. A lot of us do it basically in Nigeria. Now, you go to the East and they're selling a gallon of oil for 5,000 naira. And in Abuja, they're selling it for 7,000 naira. What will you do? You go to the East, you buy 10 gallons, come to Abuja, sell it. Just overnight, you have made 3,000 naira on each gallon. Now, mind you, some other people will buy it and hold it for months for the price to appreciate, then sell. But you that did arbitrage, in a matter of days, you have done what someone holding would have done in a matter of months. So this is arbitrage trading. It's the simplest form. Like crypto arbitrage is the process of buying an asset on one exchange and selling it on another exchange simultaneously. I mean, almost immediately, where the price is higher. Now, let me explain. Let me tell you about Samuel Fried. You can also take your time to Google his name. Now, this guy took advantage of the price difference in Bitcoin in the Europe market and the Japanese market. I think the US market and the Japanese market. At the time, Bitcoin was trading for $10,000 on the US market, but on the Japanese market, it was trading for $11,000. So this guy was always buying. He does it almost immediately. Buys from here, sell here, withdraw it, deposit here, buy again, sell, withdraw it, deposit here, buy again. He was doing that for almost a year. He was doing that for almost 1 year. That is making 10%. Because if you buy at $10,000, sell at $11,000, that's 10%. So he was doing almost 10% on every trade, and he could do as many trades in a day as possible. He was able to use this to raise enough capital to launch his own exchange, FTX Exchange. You can Google it. And he's a billionaire in dollars by this simple principle. What would it take to do this? Basically, research. Go to coinmarketcap.com. Coinmarketcap.com. Look at various exchanges. Look at various cryptocurrencies. Look at the price discrepancies across multiple exchanges. You may find out that some exchanges you may be seeing $100 per token, $50 per token, and the rest of them. So imagine trading multiple times. Yes, apart from the transaction fees, obviously. But if you compare the transaction fees, arbitrage trading is a very risk-free trade. Very risk-free. In the sense that, imagine if I see an asset that gives me as high as $50 in arbitrage price. That means if I buy on this exchange and sell on this exchange, The difference is almost $50. If I do that 10 times every day, I'm making $500 daily. Right? So these are 10 ways that you can make money in cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm going to quickly run through them again. The first one is trading cryptocurrency using an exchange. You need to create an exchange account. You need to fund the account. You need to know how to trade. Please do not go into trading without knowing how to trade. If not, you're going to make mistakes. Now, airdrops. All you just need to do is engage on the airdrop and engage on the platform. What is the requirement? Some of them require that you follow them on Instagram, on Telegram, on Discord, on Twitter. So for you to take advantage of airdrops, you can start immediately after this call. Create a wallet, create a Telegram account, create a Discord account, discord.com, and all of that. Then engage. You can get airdrops from airdropsalerts.com or airdrops.io. Any of them, you see airdrops opportunity. Then private sales. Also, these are very powerful. Look for private sale opportunities. Do your research. Also, you can also take advantage of IEOs, IDOs, and the rest of them. These are initial offerings that gives you access to buy these tokens at their earliest price. Then crypto investing, we talked about two ways: buying already established projects. Then the second one is looking for use cases of new projects that are coming up, and buying and holding in the long term. What I need to tell you on crypto investing is that it's long-term view. Then staking, we've talked about it, just locking your coins for a period of time and earning staking rewards. Then we talk about liquidity provision, depositing your funds to provide liquidity in a liquidity pool, and you get rewards from trading fees and crypto rewards. Then NFTs, you can make money from NFTs as an artist or as a collector. Artist is you're the one creating the NFT. And I gave you, it's as simple as this. This guy just documented his day every day for 5,000 days. Created a collage and he made over $30 million. Then you can also be a collector. Look for NFTs with very good use cases. Buy them early. When they appreciate, you can sell. Then work for crypto projects, and you make so much money, so much money. And it may not come at that time, but trust me, in the long run, it will make sense. Vitalik's $3.7 turned to $160,000 in 8 years. That means for every article he wrote, he got $160,000. No wonder he has, I think during the COVID-19, he gave over $1 billion for COVID relief, right? So this guy is a billionaire, and he didn't start, it's not a 1 day, 2 day something. It took time. Then dividend holding, these are cryptocurrencies. You just buy them, keep them in your wallet, and you'll be getting more units of that particular cryptocurrency. Then we have arbitrage trading. And Sanfred is one of our biggest examples. All right, so what are the requirements to start? For you to make money on this, we just have 6 requirements. 1, capital. Now, apart from airdrops, you need capital for almost all the other things. You need capital for almost all the other things. And even for airdrops, you need capital because obviously you need to buy devices, you need to pay for data and the rest of them. So you always need money. You cannot, and you also need capital for you to do any form of research, you need money. So obviously you need money. How much you need is now dependent on you. I was explaining to someone, I can teach you how to invest in poultry business, but I cannot tell you how many birds you're going to start with. So you need capital. Then also you need passion. You need passion. Like Samuel Joseph was talking about earlier, it takes passion to still stay in the game because you're going to get a lot of people that are going to advise you against it. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to tell you it's not worth it. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to tell you a lot of shit. And also you're going to make some losses. he talked about his losses. The truth is we made a lot of losses. We've made a lot of losses, and the losses have only made us stronger and increased our motivation and interest in the whole concept of cryptocurrency, right? You need a smartphone or a laptop, right? So you can do your research, you can get, for you to even engage in any form of crypto, you need a wallet, and that wallet is on your smartphone or your laptop. Then you need commitment. You need commitment. You need to create time to do it. You need commitment. You need social media accounts. Obviously, you cannot do without that, especially for airdrops. As a matter of fact, not just for airdrops, for anything crypto related, you need to join a community. And a community will usually exist on either WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Twitter, and every of them. So you need social media accounts. So if you don't have those now, today, just after this meeting, create an account on Twitter, create an account on Telegram, create an account on Discord, create an account on Medium. Then obviously you have WhatsApp, if not, you will not be here. Then data. You cannot do without the internet. So all these are the requirements to start. The amount you can make is insane. That's the truth. The amount you can make is insane. I told you I've made over 2-point-something million from airdrop, one particular airdrop, not so many airdrops, right? We don't want to talk about all the other airdrops and how much we have made. We don't want to talk about how much we have made from trading. We're not talking about how much we have made from NFTs. We're not talking about how much we have made from arbitrage. There was a period I made over $1,000 from arbitrage trading alone, right? So there is so much. Every of the 10 steps I explained, I have made good money from all of them. So I'm not just telling you what we read in a book. I'm not telling you what I read on the internet. I'm telling you from experiential knowledge that it is possible to make money from cryptocurrency apart from just trading cryptocurrencies. So that will bring us to the end of this slide. So I'm going to take questions. Thank you so much for listening. And if you have not done any of this, please do that now. Follow me on all my channels on Silas Umekwe, Facebook, Instagram, Crypto Silas on Twitter, and also on YouTube. Make sure you are following me. All right. So having said that, before I take the questions, there is something coming up all throughout next month. I'm going to be running a series. Let me show you the series so we can all take advantage of it. So I'm going to be running a series all through next month. In fact, it's going to last for 3 months. It's the Crypto Mass Adoption Series. Please, it's one series you would gain massively from. Do well to, and it's going to be live on YouTube, and also it's going to be on my blog on my channel. So do well to follow me on all my social media and also follow me on YouTube, Silas Umekwe. All right. So having said all of this, this meeting is a monthly meeting. And the fact that it's a monthly meeting, means at the end of every month, we are going to be having this kind of meeting. And I'm going to be alternating between cryptocurrency this month, business and finances the next month, cryptocurrency this month, business and finances the next month. And last month, we talked about 5 ways to make money better than Yahoo. And a lot of people gain extreme value. And I've been getting a lot of comments and commendations. on that. And this month, we talked about 10 ways to profit from this crypto space. Next month, we are going to be looking at another business concept, and we are going to also be focusing on finance, raising business finance, and getting out of financial debt. So those are the the topics we're going to be talking about next month. And we're also going to be having another expert come on board to tell us how this is done. So right now, I'm going to take questions. And if you gained any form of value, please let me see you type in the chat box, maximum impact, maximum impact. I'm trying to see that we stay within time. And this is 10:06, right? So I think we did better than last month. Last month, we stayed up until almost 11. But this month, we are closing in time, right? So if you gained any form of value, let me see you write maximum impact. Henry Ogunli says maximum impact. Mawanda from Uganda said, thanks for the presentation. All right. Do we have questions? Do we have questions? Is it only Henry that gained any value from here? I'm seeing only one maximum impact from Henry. Okay, Mawanda is saying maximum impact. Mike Brains, maximum impact. All right. So if you have questions, please drop them on the chat box. Caleb Ame saying maximum impact. So I want to believe that this was worth your while and worth the money. Please, if it was worth it, let me see you give a thumbs up on the chat box. Emonena said maximum impact at DBC Busayo. Maximum impact. Akume Berashe. Maximum impact. Daniel Wokolo. Maximum impact. Beautiful. Okay, Caleb is giving a thumbs up. I say if it was worth your while and worth the money, let me see the thumbs up. Monenas, thumbs up. Henry, thumbs up. All right, so I'm waiting for questions. If you have questions, is FEG and Shiba Inu good projects to hold for long term? All right, FEG and Shiba started as a meme coin. And what you need to understand about meme tokens is that they were created basically for joke. The word meme means a joke. So, however, the project, the owners of this project may decide along the way to start adding some stuffs behind them. Maybe they may start adding some utility behind them, right? So that's that about that. But when you hear meme tokens, basically they are just for cruise. They're just a joke. And obviously you don't want to put your investment in something that will tag itself at the beginning as a joke, right? So you can put in a few coins there in case the community decides to, take it and make it all big, right? But I would not put all of my money in either of them. And the reason is because it came out in the first place as a joke. And their marketing model was also the same thing. Shiba came out as Doge Killer. And you can also see that Dogecoin is a meme coin. So, Mr. Mike, I believe I answered your question. Emmanuel Ojo said maximum impact and informative. Wow, okay, thank you very much. All right. The recordings of these meetings will be made available before the end of today. And the recording is going to be a full record that will be uploaded, and the link will be given to every member here privately. And okay, Mike is saying, what are the cryptocurrencies you can recommend for long-term investment? Wow. Out of over 17,000 cryptocurrencies. Remember I talked about when we are looking at long-term investment, I talked about two major things. The first one is already established cryptocurrencies. You can't go wrong with those guys. You can't go wrong with crypto, with Ethereum. You can't go wrong with Bitcoin, and you can't go wrong with BNB as well. So these are established names. So for the established guys, I always recommend this top three, right? While for upcoming projects, that would now have to be based on your own your conviction, right? A few persons that follow me know that we just launched our own project. We launched our own cryptocurrency, Leeway. For starters, that's a good place to start. You can buy into the project. Also, Samuel Joseph has his own cryptocurrency. His company has their own cryptocurrency, Haggle X token. It's already on the market. It's trading publicly, and the rest of them, they have an exchange and all of that. So it's also a good project to hold, right? So for the few projects that I'm going to tell you, upcoming projects, Leeway is one of them. You should hold Leeway token. You should hold, even if it's $50 worth, make sure you hold Leeway token. And also Haggle X token is one you should hold by every means. So these are the two I can recommend. There are so many others. You can do well to do your research and look at the project, look at the utility, look at their use case. Then you will know if it's worth holding in the long term. I hope I answered your question, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, did I answer your question? Okay, thank you very much. All right, you said thank you very much. You asked, the question was answered. All right, so thank you very, very much. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, you have answered my question. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mike. I believe, please, what exchanges will you recommend for us now? I trade on multiple exchanges depending on the cryptocurrency that I'm trading with. So for exchange recommendation, private chat me and I'm going to give you. Okay, for arbitrage, you cannot just have any exchange in mind. You have to constantly research. There's no particular exchange that you say, okay, you have to research not just on the exchange, but on the particular cryptocurrency you want to take advantage of. Because some cryptocurrencies may be trading almost at equal rates on various exchanges, while some other cryptocurrencies may be giving you some 2, 3, 4, 5% discrepancy. And also another place you can also look at when trading arbitrage is yes, Leeway must be addressed as our own. Yes, Leeway is our own, obviously. So if you follow what I do, you'd obviously want to hold Leeway token. We have so much in stock. So much. I cannot begin to talk about Leeway now. But let me just give you a hint. One of the things we are trying to do with Leeway is to build a university online on the blockchain. It's massive. It's massive. Our wallet is set to be out by next month. There are so many things so many things coming up, and just whatever you do, make sure you hold Leeway token, even if it's $50, which is the minimum you can hold, right? Make sure you buy Leeway token. And if you're interested in buying Leeway token, please feel free to chat me up. Can I make at least 2,000 USD a day, trading 100K to do live trading? Of course, 2 USD is like $2 now. Yes, now, and 100K is about $200. Of course, you can always make $2 in a day, but you need to be sure if your personality is a day trader. Now, your personality in trading is what will make you profitable. Like I usually tell people that I train when trading is 30% skill and 70% psychology. That means what you need to be a successful trader is 30% skill, right? I'm not telling you need only 30% skill. I mean, your skill will only make 30% of your success. So no matter what we teach you, no matter what you learn from Samuel Joseph, no matter what you learn from Crypto Silas, no matter what you learn from YouTube, it will only contribute 30% to your success. The remaining 70% is your trade psychology. What kind of person are you trading? What is your mental state when you are trading? How do you react when you make a loss trading? All of those are trade psychology. So it's all of those that makes up the 70%. That's why you discover that in a group or in a community where you have over 100 people that are in the class, you discover only a few number of persons are actually making profit because your skill will only make up 30% of your trade success. So it's very possible to make $2, of course, in crypto. It's very, very possible. All right. Questions, bring the questions coming in, bring the questions coming in. I'm taking questions, I'm taking questions, I'm taking questions. All right, so in the absence of any other question, the link of this video will be sent to us, and we'll be able to watch the videos. And our next meeting for March is going to be happening on the 26th of March. 26th of March. Will leeway make me a billionaire in 3 years? That depends on the amount of leeway token you are holding by then. If in 3 years, one leeway is valued at $500 and you are holding to 10,000 pieces, that's $5 million. If you do the math, $2 million is $1 billion naira. So it all depends on the amount of leeway token you are holding. The leeway token can obviously make you a billionaire. If we get to $500 and you're holding up to 10,000 units, and we have about 2 persons holding up to 10,000 units in the entire space. So those guys could, if we get to $200, people are already billionaires in naira through leeway. So, and it's very possible with all what we have planned out, and also looking at the fact that leeway token is very, very, very possible. All right, bring the questions coming. I know some people are trying to type. If you also want to talk, just raise your hand and I'm going to unmute you. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Some people joined us late. So those guys are going to get the video of the class. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I want to bring this meeting to a close at this point. Thank you for your time, and I hope we connect next month. Emmanuel Ojo said maximum impact. Thank you very, very much. All right, so see you next time. See next month, 26th of next month. I still remain your humble host, Silas Umekwe. Have a wonderful time. And I believe and I hope that you take maximum use of the information you have got and make good money out of it. God bless you guys. Thank you.